So checking out some YouTube videos. Oh, stop it. I'll back up. Checking out some YouTube videos and for you guys like to watch them with me. Well, first of all, let's back up. Okay, so this guy, see a big dent right here in the middle, using heat gun, as you should. Heat up something this large. It should help it. What he's using, this is a slide hammer. He has some cold glue on the end of it. Cold glue is like a sticky bubblegum type substance that we use that really helps us a lot. My first thought to this is it's a very light pressure dent. Very easy to get out. Probably could have hit that thing really hard in order to come out. It's never that easy. Sometimes it is, but for the most part, it's not. Let's see what else we got. Let's go. This video has 74 million views. Let's see what this is.
That'll work.
Oh, that's Toledo.
This line text, we like the slots further back. So the thinner the lines, the more detail I'm going to see.
So to be honest, this is one of the harder dents to get out. Is right there on that roof rail. They call it a roof rail that's above the windows. That is one of the harder dents to get out because you can't access the backside of the panel. You have to use cold glue, or you have to use hot glue. You can only glue pull really in that area, and so it's really, those dents are the hardest to get out. So what he's got here, he's making a dent.
That'll work. This line text, we like the slots further.
So this light that he's using, it takes a very special individual to use these line boards. Very difficult to read. Many dent guys use a fog, which has no lines in it. But you can fine tune it very well with a line board. Let's see what we got here.
Further back. So the thinner the lines, the more detail I'm going to see. We got some new juice in town.
So always, whenever you're glue pulling a dent, you want to clean the surface very well. And so I guess he's using cactus something. I don't know.
Some new juice in town. Kind of like a wax. What it does is it preps the panel.
You always want to clean the surface.
It's called cactus juice. This is the first time I'm using this. So that kind of,
I've never used that before, but this is cold glue. This is what I was telling you about. This is cold glue. It's like a bubblegum sticky substance, and it's really advanced the PDR industry and propelled them forward a lot.
Kind of grabs the glue a little bit better.
So what he's doing is heating it up so it becomes tacky, right?
Now it's gonna be one-handed. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right. Now you can see it's still there a little bit. You know, he will probably glue it a couple of times, and then it should be able to come out. He'll have to tap down around the edges, relax the metal a little bit, but let's see.
It pulled more than half of that dent out around the edge.
Just what I was talking about right there.
Tab here on that.
All right, so now this is hot glue. This is whatever the cold glue doesn't get out, you come behind it with hot glue and finish it up. All right, now see, you see where the lines pinch together? That's where the metal has come up too high. And so what he's going to do is he's going to tap it back down and relax the metal in the line board. The lines will theoretically get bigger.
Look at that. So what I'm doing is see how skinny those lines are?
See that? How it just relaxed? Watch this.
What I'm doing is see how skinny those lines are?
That's crazy how you can see the metal move like that.
I'm trying to get that relaxed back down, okay? So that's basically how we do these dents, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike Toledo. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Ooh, that's a nasty one. Let's check this one out.
Navan, the #1 rated business travel platform, lets your team book work travel in one place. Flights, hotels.
All right. First thing that I'm looking at on this car right here is that's in the quarter panel. That is not very easily accessible. Even if you open up the door, most times, 9 times out of 10, there's no access going this way from the door area. And so let's see how they attack it. I know how I would attack it, but let's see.
In this video, I'm going to show you how I repair this big dent on a mini quarter panel.
Okay, I see he's got the he has a suction cup in his left hand. Oh man, let's see.
By using the paintless dent removal method. It's raining outside. I'm going to get this vehicle inside and show you how I do it.
All right. So this lift that he's got is a blessing. I wish I had one of those. That makes life a whole lot easier.
Okay, so let's take a look at the dent in a bit more detail. There's not much to say really other than it's a big dent. I think this has been created when the car's been parked up somewhere and someone's come along and fallen into the panel, and that's what.
Okay. He's not using line boards. He just has the line. What do you call that thing? Line visor or something. He actually is using if you look his light back here, it's a fog board.
What dented it? It's about 400 mil from top to bottom, 260 mil side to side.
The reason why he's measuring it is because that's how you determine the pricing. Is you, depending on how large it is, obviously that's how we price the job. The large, the size of it, the sharpness of it, the location of it.
There's two very defining crowns which have got a lot of tension in them.
Yeah, so all of this tension right here is being held by the top and the bottom down here. The middle will come out fairly easy, but the top of it is the most trickiest part, and the bottom of it. Once you get those taken care of, it will be okay.
So what that basically means is I can't get the plunger on it and pull it out, although it would make it look a lot
he said it was not going to work. I was like, no, man, not the plunger.
Better. It'd still have these big crowns, these big creases. These need tapping down so that that'll release the tension and the pressure and make the dent pop out a lot better, or make it repair a lot better, should I say. Yeah. The panel is steel. How am I going to repair this? Well, I'm likely...
He's cheating so bad. He has that lift. Man, I need to get one of those.
To glue pull the majority of this damage, and I've noticed that the door edge is also open as well, so this tells me...
Okay, so once he brings that metal out, it's going to relax the metal. It's going to push that gap closer. All right. And so that's what he's explaining right there, I'd imagine.
That when the dent's gone in, it's pulled the panel in, which has created this gap on the door. So I am thinking of popping 2 glue tabs onto the panel like this, and then pulling that way, and again that will release more tension and more.
So what he's explaining, he's going to do some lateral tension. So he's going to hopefully release some of the pressure on the side.
Pressure in this dent and help it pop out. Repair, sorry.
It's a good video.
Okay, I'm going to set up the glue pull. So first of all, what I've done is I've just prepped the area with some isopropyl and then used the heat gun to burn off any of the residues. So first of all, I'm going to be setting up a sideways pull so that I can pull this way.
Right, he's going to put glue on that tab he just showed you.
Close the gap and hopefully take off some of the tension in the panel. So I'm using an eye-bar, okay, pop the glue on there, stick it on the panel, and then using the ratchet strap, you can attach it one end to the eye-bar, another end to the top.
That's interesting. So I have the same setup that he has, but that's a very interesting spot to put the other end of it. I never thought about that, so I actually learned something from this video.
Hinge on the door, and then using the ratchet, I can take up the slack in the strap and then start pulling sideways.
Good job.
Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not expecting this dent to pop out, but if it does, it'd be nice. But let's just see what happens. I'm only going to put a slight bit of tension on there, okay?
Yeah, good. All right, so what he can do is he can leave the tension. I don't know how I haven't seen this video before, but what he can do is he can leave that lateral tension on it, and then he can work the middle of the dent, and it will help because now all the pressure is not in the middle. So let's see how that goes.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to get a bit of cold glue on the top and the bottom parts. Again, just see how it reacts. I do expect these crowns to still be there afterwards, but yeah, let's give it a shot.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Let's get this.
This is that sticky bubblegum stuff that the guy in the last video was using.
It's Glexo cold glue. Get it all nice and warm.
He's kneading it so it warms up the glue, makes it a little bit more tacky. Or you can take a heat gun or a torch and heat it up as well, but this works a little bit better.
Even though it's cold glue, still needs a little bit of warmth in there. Once it starts sticking to your fingers like that, it's ready. Okay. Stick it onto the slide hammer.
That's the slide hammer.
Again, see what happens.
Yeah. Now, a lot of that happened because he has that lateral tension pulling. It's relieving a lot of the pressure that was up top. If he would have did that without that lateral tension, that wouldn't have popped out that easily.
Wasn't too shabby, was it, that?
Yeah, you can. That
Marvelous.
is not going to get all of the dent out, but it's a big tool to assist him with. Okay,
I'm going to take this off, just unscrew it, then I can shut the door, just see if the gap on the doors come back, and yeah, just quite a bit of crown work to do, a lot of tapping down, but I would say about 75% of that damage has come out pretty easy. Okay, that door gap is looking great. I just need to tap a few crowns down. So with my hammer and knockdown, I'm using a lever-tipped blunt nose knockdown. This is excellent for tapping down those high areas, those crowned areas. So I'm just going to be carefully tapping them down, and then I can go back in with the glue and I can pull those low areas out.
Pause it. So what he's doing now is he's so when metal is pushed inward, right, the metal has to go somewhere. It can't just go inward. So it's kind of like when you throw a rock in a pond, right? The water in the middle goes inward, but the water on the outside goes, so it creates ripples on the outside. And the same thing applies for metal. So when the dent goes inward, the metal goes to the outside. So now he's taken the dent out of the middle of it, but the ripples on the outside still remain, and so he has to tap it down. That's what he's doing.
Just going to change the fog board to my line board.
He's changing it.
Ooh. So when I'm repairing large area dents or big dents, I like to start off with the fog board because I can see a lot. But then once I start getting into the detail, I like to go back onto my...
Tell you, it takes a very special individual to use a line board.
Line board. It's just a different source of reflection. So we've got the quality control board there as well. So once I'm finished, I can check the area and just see if there's any kind of imperfections. But personal choice, you can either use fog or lines. I like lines, so I can see a lot more detail. I'll carry on. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to take it with the top crown. There's just a bit of a dent there, a low area, so I'm going to put a glue tab on there. Let's have a look. Something like that. Pop the glue on there. Lots of glue. And then stick it onto the low area, or the dented area. And then give it about 10 seconds, something like that.
So you switch from the cold glue to the hot glue, like I was saying in the previous video.
What I tend to do is just feel the edge of the glue. If it sticks to your finger, then it needs a bit longer to...
I need one of those lifts. Somebody buy me one.
To set. Once it stops sticking to your finger, it's ready to pull. Okay. Spot on.
To start a podcast with Riverside, all you need is a concept and a way to record it.
The top part of this quarter panel is very strong, and this is due to its convex shape, so I need to keep going over the area multiple times, applying and reapplying the glue tabs to the low areas of damage, lifting them up with a slide hammer, and then once I've removed the glue tabs with the isopropyl, I can see if there's any high areas that I need to tap down with my hammer and knockdown.
So just tidied up the top part a little bit, but there's a lot of ripples there. So I just need to blend them back out with various knockdowns using the blunt nose knockdown.
So this is where the majority of the time comes in for dent repair, is the last 15 to 20%. This is the most time consuming part of the whole repair. And this is where the most skill comes in. Anybody can just pop that dent out, right? But it's perfecting all of the little imperfections that is where the skill comes in.
A cherry cap and just a blunt nylon knockdown. So using these three, I can smooth out the top and then work my way down. Again, there's some more little ripples here. There's quite a shallow dent there. And then we've got this final lower crown at the bottom. So,
all right, let's fast forward.
You can get them in all different shapes, from creases.
Okay, finally, because I don't need it anymore. Sideways pull, the eye bar was, so it's just pulled a bit of a high spot there. And then this.
Also, the glue is set, need pulling out. So I'm going to glue multiple tabs on at once.
He'll be here.
And this speeds up the repair process.
He'll be here for a good little minute, getting all of the little low spots out. That's what he's doing now. Let's get to the end, fella. This is a very good video. He did good explaining everything too, so let's go.
And I'll show you guys what it looks like now.
Let's see it, fella. Yeah, see, there you go. All of the lines are, there's no distortion in the lines.
That's that side, and we'll check from the opposite direction.
Yep. He killed it. Yeah.
Looking good from.
It was a great video. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Who is that guy? Charleston. Let's see. Let's see this one here.
Today I'm working on a Honda Accord that has a substantial dent on the body line crease. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to remove this extremely large damaged dent with PDR. No fillers and no painting.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Are you wanting to learn how to remove extremely large damaged dents? Well, I'm going to show
Yo, whoever made this video, that's a funny intro.
you step by step how to repair the right side with no filler or paint. What's up, and welcome back to another paintless dent removal. I'm Clark Kent, the man of steel.
Clark Kent, the man of steel.
Today, I'm repairing the right rear quarter panel of this Honda. The insurance company wants to perform body work and paint. However, the man of steel wants to save the paint with his PDR skills.
Love it.
Let's take a closer look at the damage on this Honda Accord. Looking at the rear quarter panel, crowning around the dent. Plastic crease tabs, a glue to clean the panel with alcohol. Attaching the hook of the slide so you don't warp the panel or warp the body line. You can see your dent is lifting.
That's a pretty gnarly setup he's got.
It's leveling up with one simultaneous huge pull. Giving the slide hammer a few extra pulls. Here is tip number 2. Place your lifter legs across 2 panels so you do not create more damage. Let's reassess the.
So my first thought for this video is, who's the video for? Is he for the customer or is it for a technician? He's explaining it like it's for a technician or for somebody who's, I guess it says shirt says PDR trainer. So he's so it's, I guess, for somebody who wants to learn PDR, but this is not where a beginner would start.
The damage.
Imagine.
Now you can see the remaining crowns and low spots. Moving on to my second technique, using my blending hammer.
Oh, he's doing this all outside. I don't know that I would attack this outside.
Here is tip number: repair panel. I'm releasing tension and moving my tension hook closer to the door.
Outside.
Body work inside the shop.
What do you say?
I'm going to do the remaining body work inside the shop.
Why wouldn't you get out the sun and do it inside, the whole thing inside? understand that part.
Here on YouTube. Are you learning a lot so far? Respond. Now I'm going to show you more of my method. Looking at the next step at the bottom, step number 3. I'm going to try a round with the cold glue method. I'm leaning strong pull, warming up better to the panel. Moving on, this time I'm going to use a large 3-inch tab. These tabs fit really nice on the plastic center. Be careful not. I'm using my PDR light.
I see those tabs. Okay, so let's fast forward. Let's see how this came out. This is another great video if you're, I guess, if you're wanting to learn PDR. This is a good video. It's a little long, but it's a good video. So the video displays his work. Obviously, that's what he's trying to do. But I'm conflicted about is the video about his work, or is it about learning PDR? So, anyways, it turned out to be a very good video. It was really long. Yeah, good job, fella. Let's see. I seen one. Oh man, I saw one where the guy made his own glue tab with some wood and a router bit. Oh, that's nasty too. I was trying to find it. I wish I could find it. Toledo, deep AF. That's a really, really sharp dent repair. Holy smokes. Mike, crazy. Okay, all right. Anyways, I just happened to be looking at PDR videos and figured, you may want to look at them with me. So anyways, y'all have a good day.